Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the NBC 29 digital desk. Let's start things off this morning with a look at the top stories you guys are clicking on over on NBC29.com. This story coming in at number one, 2 injured, 1 charged after a Sunday morning shooting in Augusta County. We will get to that story in just a moment. We've also got this story making the rounds on NBC29.com, a report of this Charlottesville student who died after being hit in the head before a baseball game. This was a report by the Daily Progress. Let's get to that shooting over in Augusta County first. A Charlottesville man is behind bars without bond after that shooting in Stewart's Draft. 18-year-old Amvion Andre Barber is charged with reckless handling of a firearm. The Augusta County Sheriff's Office says Barber and another 18-year-old man were found with gunshot wounds inside a car early Sunday morning near Sheets on Stewart's Draft Highway, and Barber had a gunshot wound to his hand. The other person was shot in the lower back. Both were taken to the hospital. One was transported to UVA Medical Center. A woman who escaped from her war-torn country and came to America presented her latest poetry book at the New Dominion Bookshop on the downtown mall. Saman Akbarzada had to leave her home country of Afghanistan after publishing a book that was critical of the Taliban. Scared for her life, rather, the 22-year-old left everything behind and now lives in Charlottesville, where she writes poetry about her life and her struggles as a young woman in a society that rejected her.
It's terrifying to put your heart out there for people to read, but I believe that is the purpose of art, to be authentic. And for people, I want people to feel connected.
Akbarzada says she is far from giving up, and this is only the beginning of her journey as an author. She received a scholarship at UVA and will begin attending later this year. She plans to study psychology in hopes of becoming a trauma-focused therapist. Did you attend this? The 43rd Annual Arts and Crafts Festival took place this weekend in Crozet. There was food, live music, and more than 120 vendors selling their handmade arts and crafts. The event started in 1980 and has been growing more and more ever since, now with a wider spread of artists than ever before. If you didn't get a chance to go and would like to still attend, there will be another one coming up this fall. And finally this morning in the local beat, there are a few different positions available. Charlottesville is looking for help with the upcoming primary elections. This includes various types of election officers with the hourly pay of $15 and up. Charlottesville offers different shifts throughout the day. Bringing in election officers now will help to get them prepared for future elections, including the general election coming up in November. All right, Jennifer joins us now with the top look at our top trending stories this morning.
Okay, a little science on this Monday morning. So, have you ever really wondered how fast light travels, the speed of light? I mean, it's kind of you can't
fathom it.
You can't fathom it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I found this online. I actually showed this to my kids so they could kind of get a better, I'm a visual person, so they could get an idea of how fast light actually travels. So like if light, it would orbit the entire planet in 7.5 times in just 1 second. That's how fast it would orbit the Earth.
Yeah.
And this kind of breaks it down. So it would travel, it would go around the Earth in just 8 frames. According, so this is like a visual thing of a map and how fast light would travel. But so photons travel at 186,000 miles per second. So meaning it only takes 1/500,000th of a second for light to reach even the farthest part of a room. So, but this is just kind of, it's neat to see, especially like for kids that are learning in science, like exactly how fast it goes. So, and this is just about like, this isn't even close to like how, that's like being in an airplane. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. My kids thought it was really neat. They're like, oh, okay, I get it. It's super fast. So
it is, yeah. They say the sun takes 8 minutes to reach the Earth, just to give you a perspective of how far away the sun really is.
Yeah.
If it travels around the Earth that fast,
it
takes 8 minutes for the sun's light to get to us.
Right, which seems slow. I mean, that just tells you how far the sun is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like when you cut on the lights in a room, you don't think about it traveling just because it's so fast. It just seems like it's on in an instant.
On in an instant, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, kind of a neat visual there, especially if you have
All
kids and want to show them about that. All right, so this is, I have like this thing for orangutans. I just think they're so cool. So they are endangered, and this is the Sacramento Zoo. This is the first orangutan born there since 1981.
Wow.
And so it's a healthy male. And I mean, they are just the coolest. I think they're so neat.
So
I mean,
cute.
it's like a little baby. It's a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, very like, human-like almost in a way, but I thought this was really cute. But a really great feat for Sacramento Zoo.
Yeah.
The first orangutan born since 1981.
In a long time, yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, okay, look at this tree. Just keep going. It just keeps going. It's a redwood.
Yeah. It just keeps going and going and going.
And you just think when it's over, it's not, there you go. But I mean, isn't that incredible how tall that is? I mean, you see the forest below.
Yeah.
And then that one's just way, way higher.
I feel like just to see it in person would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even this video can't do it justice. I can't even imagine
it
seeing
just
a tree
keeps
that tall.
Going and going. So this is in Redwood National Park. And so you'd have to be, if you're in an airplane, you have to kind of watch out for it. But I mean, isn't that amazing? And the trees below are very tall.
Yeah.
in
And is it still
themselves.
growing? I wonder.
It's still growing.
Wow.
So it's
how
380
tall can it go?
feet tall. 380 feet tall.
But I'm sure it also attracts lightning being that tall. So that's kind of a danger of having a
that's
tree
good
that
point.
tall.
That's a good point.
I wonder how long it'll last.
I know. It would be a good spot for birds, to
Yeah.
kind of really get a...
They have the penthouse view.
They have the penthouse view. That's right.
There you
So
go.
anyway, it was pretty neat.
All right, thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast, which we do not have pulled up. But I can tell you that today we are expecting cloud cover,
Yes.
not really rain today. That's going to be moving in tomorrow. We're going
Yeah.
to see more of that chance of showers and rain. But here's a look at the live Doppler radar. You can see there are a few showers moving through. But again, today we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. And then later on, we're expecting tonight into tomorrow that rain to move in. But temperatures in the 70s all throughout this week. I hope you guys have a great Monday out there, everybody. We'll see you again on NBC 29 News at noon. And we're always live on NBC29.com.